Hello, hi, pozdrav, bok. It has been a long time since my previous video on grammatical cases in Croatian and South Slavic languages, but finally the time for the continuation has come. So in this video I'm presenting you plural of the examples I have presented you in the first part of the video on grammatical cases. The link is in the description of these videos. In the first part, I'm explaining what is each grammatical case used for, why you need to learn grammatical cases, and I'm giving you examples on singular. And then you requested that you want plural. So now I will give you examples. And also I suggest to make short revision of grammatical case, but not like in the first video. But I'm sharing screen, so you will see the plan. The plan is, so first I will present you examples in plural, and then we will see how to apply the cases in a sentence. We'll see in this example, we will make example for masculine with all the masculine words. So neighbor, gift, brother, all these are in Croatian masculine. So we will make a sentence where we can apply all these grammatical cases. The same will do for feminine. So here you can see how these suffixes that you learn, so this is from the first video, some of you got this presentation. The same works now, so if you want me to send you this presentation, this PDF with all these examples, singular, and also today we'll introduce plural. So if you want this PDF, this presentation, you can reach out to me via email. So this is my email address. So write me on this address and I will send you this presentation. Yes, so now then when you learn all these suffixes, how to apply this in the sentence. So that's why we will do this exercise. So we'll translate this using all these grammatical cases. This will be second part. Then the third part will make the same, but in plural. So here will be neighbors, gifts, brothers, all this in plural. And then in the end, you will get a task, exercise to make a sentence. So you will see how successful you are, and you will see if you need more practicing or not. Okay, this is the plan. So let's start with presenting the examples in plural. As I said, this was the presentation from my first video on grammatical cases. Again, the link is in the description of this video. Yeah, so here it's presented just what each grammatical case is used for. And then here are examples on genitive singular. And now we will see the same. So these examples, here I listed all these in plural. So to sum up, as you can see, one su prijateljice mojih prijateljica, and masculine form is oni su prijatelji mojih prijatelja. So actually, plural in general is simpler than singular, because genitive suffixes for genitive are the same in feminine form, So prijateljica is actually prijateljica a, and prijatelji is also a, prijatelja. So we had we have basic form prijateljica, but this is singular. Then prijateljice, basic form plural, and then genitive plural of feminine sound the same as basic form in singular, right? So prijateljica. So don't be confused with this. It's correct. So prijateljica can be nominative or basic form singular as well as genitive plural. So it's simple. So you know that except for expressing possession, you can use genitive for od, do, from, to. So with particular prepositions such as od, do, između, nasuprot, protiv, and more preposition come with genitive, and you can then apply the same rule. So a for genitive plural feminine and a for genitive plural masculine. So this is the same in feminine and masculine, and neutral the same. So neutral will be also a. So neutral is mostly the same as masculine. So neutral is in most of the cases the same as masculine. For example, then selo, which is village. Selo, which is neutral word. In genitive, all plural also is sela. So also get this a, genitive plural. Yeah. And then accusative. So I suggest to skip to accusative, because it's also the same for feminine and for masculine. So in this case, suffix is e. Here is exception neutral because, for example, selo will not be sele, but sela. So here is neutral exception. In all other cases, neutral is the same as masculine. So yeah. So yeah, genitive a, accusative e for both masculine and feminine. And then we have dative or locative, which we say that it's the same. So these two cases have the same suffixes, but different functions. So dative and locative, this is singular, daim sestri, and dative locative plural is actually ima or feminine ama, just like instrumental plural. Here it's also ama for feminine and ima for masculine. Yeah, so actually that's it. So as we said, genitive a, plural, locative, dative, and instrumental amma or ima, and accusative plural e. So that's it. So these are all the suffixes you need to remember for plural. And this first part is then completed. So now we go to second part, how to apply the cases in the sentence. Let's see this sentence with all the masculine words in Croatian. So my neighbor is giving a gift to his brother. You know that we don't say, in Croatian, we don't say his brother, his friend. So that's why I put this in the parentheses, because we will skip this, so we don't need to say. In Croatian, it's obvious that this brother is subject's brother, so neighbor's brother. Yeah, so to his brother in the apartment together with his friend. Let's see. So when you want to start sentence with subject is always in which case? Nominative. So first neighbor will be in nominative. Is giving. So let's see. We will write nominative. My neighbor. Neighbor is, I didn't write down vocabulary. Neighbor is susjed. Neighbor. Susjed. In feminine, you will see female neighbor is susjeda. You just put a. Okay, so we'll write moj susjed. And then, is giving, it is daje. Now we come to this part. It's giving a gift. A gift is poklon. And now let's see what case you need to apply here. So we have subject, action, activity is giving, and then this is object of this action. So when you have direct object in the sentence, direct object is object of a verb. For example, if you have any other verb, such as to see, which is vidjeti, and you want to say, I see a gift. So the same will be, because now gift is object of your seeing. So will be vidim, and poklon in which case? So direct object in the sentence is in accusative always. So you will put gift in accusative, which is actually, so where we have accusative singular, because poklon is singular. So accusative masculine is nothing. So just basic form poklon, because poklon is masculine word and inanimate. So it is accusative is different in singular only. If we talk about people or animals, like living beings, or if we talk about things. So this all I explained in the first part of a video in the previous video about the grammatical cases. So that's why here will be just poklon. So poklon in accusative is poklon. So every time you have direct object, so you will see vidim poklon, or if you want to say I, or maybe you love you love a gift or any other. You love, now let's be people. So let's see brother. So you love your brother. Then this brother is object of your love. That's why it's also direct object and it will be in accusative. So it will be ty voliš or only voliš brata. That's it. Here also, so poklon is accusative. And now let's see to his brother. So when we say that, when we express giving something to someone, this person whom you're giving is in dative. So brother, brat, must be in dative form. And how is dative form? A masculine dative, it's suffix u. So brat and u. So brat is basic form, and when you put u, it is dative form. And so with this bratu, no preposition here, like in English. We don't need any preposition, but just putting a word in dative, you express giving something. So you express that this brat is recipient of this action of giving a gift. Then we have in the apartment. What case will be here? So when we express location where this action is happening, so where this giving is happening in the apartment, in this case, when you express location, you use locative. So apartment, stan. So we will say in is u. And then stan will be in locative. And actually locative and dative have the same suffix, it's u. So stan will also get suffix u, u stanu. Aha, together is zajedno, with is s. And now when you use with, when you express company, then always is used instrumental. So instrumental of friend, prijatelj, will be, so instrumental is in singular om. Prijatelj and suffix om. Okay. So this is instrumental, and then we need genitive. So genitive usually come with preposition that express location. For example, as you can see here, if you want to say between, između, across, which is nasuprot, or if you have any other, for example, in front of, ispred, behind, iza, next to, pored, and other prepositions. After this, we need to put noun in genitive. So here, let's just, for example, we can put then in the apartment, in front of museum. So let's see, museum, and museum is right here, muzej. Museum. Yeah, so let's be. So here we will put in front of, we'll say it's ispred, and then muzej in genitive is muzeja. Yeah, so muzeja. So you can see genitive, singular, and plural are actually the same. So here, masculine, only masculine, yeah. So here it's prijatelja, and in plural it's also prijatelja. But you know if it's plural or singular from context. Okay, so let's do the same. Yeah, so then here will be genitive. Let's do the same with feminine forms. So here we'll also put in front of, so in the house, in front of, but not museum, but let's be school, because school is a škola. Škola. So let's do the same. First, we'll say my neighbor and female neighbor. It is susjeda, so moja susjeda. It is nominative. Then is giving again daje, a chocolate, čokolada, čokolada in accusative, feminine. It is čokoladu. So when you change case with feminine words, always this last a. So this last suffix is reduced, and we put new suffix for certain case. So in accusative, it's u, čokoladu. Now to her sister, again dative. So let's put sestra, which is sister, in dative. And this is sester, again the last a changed to e. In the house, so again u. House, kuća, in locative, because we need a locative. This is location when this is happening. So house, kuća, in locative, also kući. So dative, locative, the same suffix. In front of ispred. Škola, in genitive, will be škole. And again, zajedno s, together with. And then prijateljica, which is female friend. In instrumental, it's also om. priatelicom. Okay, let's start third part. Let's make these sentences in plural. So now, how will be this in plural? So nominative plural. Actually, I didn't here include nominative plural, because actually nominative plural is the same like, so you apply the rule for plural in general. So which is the rule? Masculine, get suffix e. So like societ will be susiedi. Feminine, like susiede, susieda, so which is singular, susiede will be plural. So feminine suffix for plural is e, for masculine is e, and for neutral, for example, selo, again, village, this is a, sela. And this is actually nominative. So here we will say moji susjedi. So we put error e to make it plural. Then daju, now it's third person plural, so it's daju. Then accusative, so remember accusative but plural. So here it's nothing, but for plural it's always, I mean, the same will be with feminine. Accusative plural, it's e, poklon e. Daju poklone. Now brat. Brat is actually not a good example, because in plural, brat gets irregular plural. Not irregular, but we cannot apply this regular suffix e, like brati, to say brothers. But we need a collective noun, bracia. But this is a story for a new video. So let's change now to not be brat, but just let's say priateľ. So to see how will be priateľ, in, this is what case? Dative. So dative of priateľ, we say in plural dative, locative, and instrumental. So this, and this will be the same. It is ima. So priateľima. Let's see how will be genitive. Ispred muzeja is singular. And actually plural, masculine genitive is the same as singular. So the same will be muzeja. And then zajedno s, and as we said, ima is suffix for instrumental too. The same, priateľima. Okay. The same let's do for feminine. I write here. So plural. Plural, as we said, when it's I in singular, here it's e, moje susjede daju. And then čokolada, in plural, čokolade, but plural accusative is the same as plural masculine accusative, it's e. So it will be čokolade. And then again, sestri, kući, priatelicom, in plural, it's always the same. So here will be not ima, but ama, because it's feminine. So daju čokolade sestrama, kućama, ispred, now ispred genitive. Genitive feminine is the same as genitive masculine in plural. So will be a, again, ispred škola, zajedno s, and then instrumental plural, it's the same as dative locative, and this is ama. So s, Byli sama. Super. That's it. And now let's do the last part that you try to make a sentence. So here is the sentence. On the street, the vendor sold apples to the woman with the cats. So let's see. So now cases are not in this order, but you need to recognize what case we need to apply where. And here is the vocabulary you need to use. So here are basic forms in a singular. So see where there is plural, you need to apply certain case in plural. Okay. So now if you want to try to do it by yourself, now it's time to stop this video because in 5 seconds I will tell you the answer. Yeah. So 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see the answer. On the street, what case is this? So this is location where this selling is happening. On the street, location, so we need to use a locative. Locative for ulica, so feminine. Locative, suffix is I, so on is na. We say na, and ulica will change to I, na ulici. This is locative form. We don't need the, in Croatian, we don't have articles, the, nothing. So na ulici, the vendor is prodavač. This is subject, so it is in nominative. Prodavač, sold, so past tense from prodati, which is to sell. Past tense is je prodao, he sold. Je prodao. And now we have apples. So one apple is jabuka. So here we need to apply which case? Accusative, because these apples are object of selling. So rule for direct object in the sentence. But here is in plural. So accusative plural of jabuka is accusative plural always e. So jabuke. Prodao jabuke to the woman. So this woman is a recipient. And this is then in dative. So žena in dative will be žen-i, feminine dative i. And with the cats, so when we have with, which is s, company, then this mačka will be in instrumental, right? So mačka, instrumental, but instrumental plural. This is mačka and ma, because it's ama s mačkama. Na ulici prodavač je prodao jabuke ženi s mačkama. And this is correct. Correct sentence where we applied different grammatical cases. Yeah, so genitive is not used here, but you know, this can be used for possession or with particular prepositions. But okay, let's leave it. Okay, super. Hope this video helped you. As I said, if you need this PDF, be free to contact me. Thank you a lot for watching. Bye. Bok.